right? Now if I go here, send file is done. I have to serve other files also, which are JS files, CSS files. So let me take a look at what are the JS files and CSS files it needs. So it has off canvas, misc.js. So all those files I will directly use from here. Let me open it in terminal, not terminal, sorry, open it in Finder. So this JS folder, this CSS folder, this fonts folder, this images folder, and for now that should be it. Let me copy it and bring it back to my own project. So this is my own project, right click, reveal in Finder. I'll copy all that here. I'll say replace, and the images folder that we had there, I'll copy that to img because that's what I created as a folder. So img, we put it here. So let me delete images. This is the structure we want. One new folder that has come is fonts. Okay, so now we have some more files in place, and if you see, this has automatically restarted due to changes. So all those changes have been loaded. Let me refresh it now. Right now, if I see there is no change for the time being, that's fine. We'll go ahead and see what else is required to get this site up and running fully. Now, if you see, this has few more files from vendor folder that it is using. I'll go and copy vendor folder also. So let me go to Finder. So here we had a vendor folder, vendors. Let me get that here. So yeah, so right now we have everything needed. If I go to the browser and refresh, I see that it is not working. Now I need to debug and understand why it is not working. Oh, sorry, I stopped. The server is still restarting. It restarted and comes here. Now I want to see why this is still not working. I'll right click and say inspect. I'll go to my debugger tool and see my CSS files, my JS files, why they are not being served. I can go to network, or on top right, I see there are 27 errors that I'm facing. I can go here and click and say CSS. Under network tab, I go to CSS. Just want to see my CSS files are coming or not. So it is saying it is trying to get these files from the server, but they are not coming, right? So that means we need to do something else so that CSS files also come to the front end. And that something else is, if I show you, go to the other project, if I show you in server.js, here we were telling the Express that all these files are to be taken, index has to be taken from public folder. But when you serve index.html, how does Express know this file, JS file Express has to serve from this public folder, public and JS folder? So we never told that to Express, right? So that is one more step that we need to tell the Express, and that I'll search here and say like Express serve static files. How do we serve static files? There is some configuration we need to do in Express, and that is just this one line. This one line is going to say to Express that if any static file is asked, be it CSS, JS, or image file, then public folder, below public folder, you will find it. Now, this line makes it easy for index.html. When index.html asks for misc.js or offcanvas.js, Express knows that it has to search in the public folder. So this one step is additional that we need. Now if I go here again, refresh, let's see, do I get my CSS files or not? Even now we are not getting, but let me search for JS. Not coming. Okay, there is some issue going on. Let me stop it once and say node space nodemon space server.js. Yeah, so it is running now. All the restarting and all because of the copy paste was happening. Now it is running on port 3000, and if you see, if I run it now, you will observe that all these files misc.js are being served. If I go to this JS tab, let me close this. if you see, all these files started to getting served because we have added that one line that was needed, that static file should be served from this folder. And in our browser, at least we have started seeing some things properly. Only thing is these images are not coming up. So for images, let's go and look at index.html because it might be using images folder and I renamed that to img. So this is my folder. Earlier it was images. So I'll just find replace images slash with this. So all the places got updated. Now I go and refresh it. Okay, because of that change again it is restarting. Anyways, we will let it restart. With NodeMon, it keeps on every small single change, it tracks as one change, then it goes and runs. So sometimes it gets into this loop, but that is fine. Okay, or I'll stop it and rerun. Now I go here, and what I observe is now this template is working, but still there are 5 errors here which we will fix. But if you see, we got it to working with our own Express server. Our errors are increasing, so we need to fix those errors and then we can proceed forward. But for now, let me see if the functionality is working or not. So errors we can tackle or deal with later also. So right now this site is working. If I go to login, or login page is not coming. Reason is I did not bring the pages from the other project. So other project had one more folder called pages. So I need to bring that folder here in public folder. So let me put pages also here. So pages folder is this. Partials, I don't know what partials has. Okay, partial has header footer, so let me bring partials also because that will also be needed. SCCS I am not bringing right now. Ideally, these are some components for CSS file that you define and they get compiled and then CSS files get created. So I'm not bringing that in. If I refresh my my login page started to come. Right now we have a basic project functioning, which gives us a login page, which gives us hopefully registration page. And right now we are beginning, our goal is to build these pages and make them work. Once they start working in future, we will see how do we enhance rest of the things, right? So we are all set for using this project and moving forward with it.